Okay, this is a, trying to be to the point, trying to make this sort of short. What's in my car first aid kit? I have a really big bag here that I keep loaded up pretty well. I know that I'm missing a few things, so I'm kind of going through this to see what else I need in the bag. I know I'm missing stuff for cleaning wounds. And then also just to show what I carry, because somebody told me they were really interested to see what I had in this massive bag. So here goes. I don't know what in the hell I'm going to do with these things. They came with something that I purchased, and you can open them and slip like a Advil or like a personal one-time use size pills in here. I'll never use them for that, but I don't know. I thought something like this might be handy for some random thing in your car. I have an emergency whistle here from REI. This is the loudest whistle on the planet. I saw a guy do a video about how loud this whistle was, and I was like, yeah, whatever, you wimp. And when I bought it, I blew the whistle, and I think I broke my eardrums. I mean, I'm surprised blood didn't come out of my ears. This whistle is crazy loud. If you whistled this whistle in Yosemite, they'd probably hear you in Yellowstone. It's a crazy whistle. So if you happen upon someone off a trail that is in bad shape, this is a great whistle to have to really get attention from people that are far away. If you're looking for a rape whistle, holy hell, this thing is loud. The rapist would probably die if you blew it in their ear. So this whistle from REI is crazy. If you want a whistle, that's the one to buy. And then I just have another one of these, whatever, hanging on the side of here. This is a Malar, or what are these called? The Paracord. It's a Paracord bracelet. And I don't wear it because I find it really uncomfortable, but I know that Paracord is really handy to have in an emergency. And this is like yards and yards and yards of it. So I don't want to wear it. I just keep it strapped to my medical kit. This clips shut really nicely. And then here's all my stuff. I'm going to start on the side here. I just have a whole bunch of medical gloves, exam gloves. If I'm driving and I come upon someone that needs help, or camping and someone needs help, I don't want to get their cooties all over me. So I just keep a whole bunch of exam gloves in case I'm helping someone that's not my husband or my son, that I don't want their blood on me. And then here I have a poncho that I had purchased that for an event and I didn't end up using it. And then I had 2 emergency ponchos that were already in my kit. So if my car breaks down and I need to push my husband out of the car to go fix it in the rain, he'll be dry. I'm not getting out of the car. And then these are Mylar blankets. I don't know if that's zooming in. These are wonderful if you get stuck in the snow and you're freezing. They keep you warm. We live in the East Coast, and we drove from the West Coast to the East Coast in the middle of winter when we moved here. So I insisted on having these in my car. My husband, who grew up in the frozen north, thought we were nuts. I'm from California, and I was sure that we'd die if our car stopped. So 4 Mylar blankets, just in case. Also, if someone goes into shock, it's really important to keep them warm. So these could also be used in a situation where it's not actually cold, but you need to provide warmth. And they're so small, why not have them? I mean, it takes up no space. And then on this side, I just added these. It's like Pedialyte for kids, except it's a company that doesn't use all the garbage that's in Pedialyte. So I have this just in case something happens with my son, who's very young, excuse me, and we need to treat him. I'm not picking up Pedialyte in the store, so I have this with me if he's got diarrhea or something to keep him hydrated. So I've got a big Ziploc full of antiseptic wipes. Keep things clean. Clean your hands before you touch someone that has an open cut, or maybe clean out a cut. I don't know. I wouldn't want a cut to be cleaned with this, but sometimes when you're in a bind on the side of the road, you don't have a lot of options. Just wound solution to, again, flush out any kind of cut that you're dealing with. A stack of emergency flares, or excuse me, glow sticks. So if it's nighttime, I have a huge mag light in my car, but just in case, you know, you need more light, I think there's about 6 in there, 6 or 7 glow sticks. And then I have 2 large instant cold compresses, and I have, I believe, 4 small instant cold compresses. So if you get some kind of an injury and you need cold immediately, hopefully that's enough. And then I have 2 quick clots. These things are amazing if someone gets a serious bleed. This is not for a little scrape. This is for like a gushing wound. Quick clot, you just open it and slap the quick clot on the cut. I think it burns, actually. I think it's kind of uncomfortable to use, but if someone is really severely bleeding, who cares? You need to stop the bleed. So I have 2 of these just in case. That might seem excessive, but I've come upon some really scary stuff on the side of the road, so I don't personally feel that it's excessive to have that with me. And then I have 4 of these wonderful burn dressings. It's a sterile gauze soaked with water gel burn ointment. And so you just crack this open and slap it on a clean wound. You sometimes can't get things clean when you're not in a, you know, an environment full of supplies. That's not a ton of saline. I should probably have more of the wound wash, but it's important to treat burns. So I have 4 of these. I was in a camping trip and a kid tried to jump over a bonfire and did the splits in the middle of a bonfire and ended up life flighting to a burn unit, and it was insane. So I just keep burn stuff with me now because that like scared me permanently. This is 6 like sterile pads. Well, they were sterile when they're not sterile anymore because it's not sealed. But they're like little things that you would lay down if you were in an emergency room. The tray that all the equipment would be laying on would be on one of these cloths, like a clean surface. So, you know, if you're working from a picnic bench, you can throw this down and keep like a sanitary working area for your medical equipment that you might be needing if someone's, you know, cut and you don't want to infect them. And then I have, this is kind of a joke. I was kind of messing with my husband, some biohazard bags just to throw away. I was going to put garbage bags in my in here, but I found these and my husband thinks I'm paranoid, so that was kind of just a joke. And then I have 3 masks. I have no idea why I would need these, but they were free, so I took them. And then these are just small Ziploc bags. I was using Ziploc bags to stock this kit, and so I just threw the extra tiny bags in here because I thought, you know, they might be handy for some reason. And then I have just a pile of Ziploc bags. I feel like these would be handy to have in my car, so I just keep them stashed in there. Why not? And then in here I have, this is just a bulb aspirator. These things kind of suck. I wouldn't really use this in my house, but in my car, if I need this for my son, there it is. I look at these as disposable. If I used it, I'd probably throw it out. Eye wash. yeah, if you get something crazy in your eyes, this could be really important to have. This is the only like medicine that I have in my medical kit, just some Tylenol. I don't stock medicine in my first aid kit because medicine is not designed to be in a hot car. And it says right on packaging that you need to keep things in a cool, dry place. So not in a hot, humid car. So I do not stock medicine except for Tylenol. And I'll probably throw this away and get a new one like probably every 6 months or so, just because it is being stored inappropriately. Some non-petroleum jelly, just in case I need it for my kiddo. I just have it in here. More burn gel, the burn phobic. This is just really good stuff for burns, so I keep a lot of it around. I told you why. And then these are just little clean little cups, dispensing cups. So if I needed to like put some of this burn gel into something that was clean, I can pull these out and have a place that's not like the back of my hand for putting ointment or medicine so that I can spread it out or use it appropriately. And then I have this is stocked full of stuff. I'll just show you real quick though. Underneath here, oh, this is the strap that came with the bag. And then I have this splint. This is for if you get a damaged wrist. You can just kind of slap this down and it curves like it shows here. And so you have an instant wrist splint with a little ace bandage. So I keep this handy. I wanted to have an ankle one too, but I don't know what ever came of that. It's not in here, so I don't have it. In here, this is kind of what I would grab real quickly if I was just dealing with a little boo-boo in my car. So I have, for grabbing and running, if I'm not taking this whole bag with me, I just have 2 more pairs of exam gloves in here. And then I have a bunch of bandages in this side of my little kit here. So these are just a variety of sizes, butterfly bandages. These are the hourglass shaped knuckle bandages. Just your standard size bandage. And then I have a variety of sterile gauze. I have 2x2s, I think 3x3s, I think some 4x4s. There's a few 3x4 Curad. The non-stick pad is important if you have like a really big, deep scrape. Once those start getting, like the scab starts forming, the last thing you want is to be trying to peel some gauze or ace bandage off of scab and just ripping the scab off. So these are great because they're non-stick. So I really like those. So just a whole bunch of gauze pads. These are just a few massive Band-Aids. And then I have one ABD pad, which is similar to the Curad pad, except this is a lot bigger. It's 5x9, and this does not have adhesive on it. So I would need to use an ace bandage or gauze or medical tape to adhere this to the skin. So that's my kind of bandage side. And then this is just a little instructional on what to do in an emergency that came with this bag, and I keep it in here. But really, if you have to read this card when you're trying to treat an emergency, you're already going to lose. You should know all that before the emergency happens. Oh yeah, more burn gel. So tiny individual pack. I'm so afraid of another person getting burned like that kid did. So I've got burn gel out the wazoo. Just a few sting relief pads for some type of a bite. And then, let's see, I have a large ace bandage with 2 little, whatever these fasteners are called. and then a smaller ace bandage that also has the fasteners on it. And then I have two, these are both the same thing but packaged differently, that has safety pins in it, two triangular wraps. So these are good if you need to make a sling, or, yeah, see, don't place on open wound because it'll stick to the wound. That's why you need this awesome stuff. But yeah, so you can use this as triangular pads, triangular bandages you can use as a sling, or if you run out of these ace bandages, you can use this too. This is just a little whistle that came in a medical kit that I had, and I've never even tried it because I have this crazy, crazy whistle. So this is just the sad little whistle. Let's see, in here I have a bunch of alcohol pads. I keep things in little bags because I want it to be really organized. If I'm jumbling through this in an emergency, I don't want to be fumbling through a whole bunch of little packets trying to find what I need. So each packet has its own bag that it lives in, so that it's easy to find when you're dealing with a wound. Triple antibiotic ointment. So this is great after you've treated a wound before you, or not a wound, a cut, before you put the Band-Aid on. Triple antibiotic ointment is wonderful, and I don't keep tubes of it in my car. I keep little sterile packages because I don't think that you should be cross-contaminating on people. So I have stuff like this in my house, in tubes, in my car, never tubes, always individual packets. Same goes for my hydrocortisone cream. I have a bunch of it. I have actually more in my glove box. I have more in my diaper bag. Always in the little single-use packages. And then electrolyte tabs. I don't know about these. I think they came with this bag. So if we were dying on the side of the road, I'm sure I'd take them, but I'd prefer not to have to use something like that. I don't know how healthy it is. Just some tape. That's something I don't have enough of in my bag is tape, so I need to add that to the list of things to add. But little tape, medical tape, I should say. And then this is the other thing I was inventorying. So I only have one sterile gauze roll. I have a bunch of the packets, but just one roll. I don't think that's enough. I think I should have a few more of these gauze rolls. These are really what you need if you're dealing with someone on the side of the road that's bleeding out. Well, they're bleeding out, you need an ambulance. But last thing I have in here is this pocket here. Another roll of medical tape. Waterproof, so this is a lot more durable than that tape that I have in this little package. Still, I think I need more tape in here. Then in here I have a tourniquet. I have this black handle. These are medical grade shears. These are super sharp, so if I had to cut someone's jeans off to access a big cut on their leg, these would easily cut through denim. Anything that would be hard to get through, these shears would do. And then important with sharp scissors in your medical kit is that they have a blunt edge like this, because if you are cutting through someone's pants, you don't want to cut their skin also. So that blunt edge there is really a big deal for medical scissors. I have two tweezers in here, needle point tweezer and a blunt end tweezer. If I need to get splinters out or whatever, two tweezers. And then these are just some pretty lame scissors that came with some kit that I had. Not very sharp, not really going to do a whole lot, but if I need to cut some tape, they'll work. So that's what's in there. And then I just have a handful of zip ties. I don't think I'd really use these in a medical emergency, but they're so handy to have in your car for all kinds of reasons. So I just keep a whole bunch of zip ties. in here. And then I have this first aid kit book, was given to me, I don't know, a doctor's office or something. So I stuck it in here. If I'm the one that's dying and someone needs to CPR me, I hope that they've already read something like this or taken a class, but just in case they don't know what they're doing, please resuscitate me. And that's it. That's all I have in my first aid kit. So I think I need some more wound wash, definitely need some more tape, and a few more gauze rolls. If you think I'm critically missing anything, let me know, because I'd be interested to hear what you think I'm missing in my car bag. Thanks for watching.